the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Hales Corners Speedway Sim Series. Round number 11 from beautiful Knoxville Speedway. Street Stocks this evening. A little smaller field than we're used to seeing, but these guys are going to put on a heck of a show nonetheless. Got about a little under 5.5 minutes of practice left here. Drivers just getting in a few laps. Cole, Duggar, Reed, Rundle, the two quickest in our pre-race practice session. Quick look at where we're at, what we're doing here. It's about 74 degrees with 73% humidity. Overcast skies this evening. Got a little bit of a breeze, 7 miles an hour. Just a tick over 1/2 mile. The length on the speedway. You can see big oval, big long sweeping corners here. 25 laps for our feature tonight. With the car count we have right now, everybody will be in the feature. Next week, these guys will be right back here again, but they'll be in the Pro Late Models. Looking at the 69 machine of Scott Bittinger at the moment. Not very many cars out on track. I think Gary Budzine is out here in the 77. Sean Judson's been out here for just a little bit in that 19 car. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I am going to do something real quick. You're going to be able to hear the cars, but I have got to make an adjustment to my screen. This is bugging me, and I can't do it the way that it is. So there we go. Way better. Don't forget, if you're on any of the Facebook pages, like, share, and follow. Come on over to the Dirt Racing Network and do that. And if you're on YouTube and Twitch, hit subscribe. You'll know every time we go live. Got this show for you this evening. Tomorrow night, Monday Night Thunder, the Dirt Slingers, 8 o'clock Eastern, 360 Wing Sprint Cars. They are at USA Speedway. Should be a full house for that one. Dominic Santino will be in the booth with you. And then depending on what the car count is for the second show, they'll have the Monday Night Wingless 360 Sprint Cars. Quick shout out to Tiny Dancer and Mrs. Tiny Dancer. New baby girl got here a couple of days ago. And I know Scott's been tied up at the hospital, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be back in time to handle. There it is. There it is. There's old Tiny Dancer. I see him in the chat. I know Scott's itching to get back on track and get things going. He's ready for Wingless Mondays. And then Wednesday, round 3 of the General Tires Winter National Series is back again. The week after this coming, not this week, but the week from the 7th to the 11th, the DSRL guys will have a bye week that week. As unfortunately for all of you, the race fans and the drivers, I will be on vacation, and I do not want to see a race car while I'm on vacation. We are getting down just to time for our national anthem and our invocation here. We're going to switch down to the trackside public address announcer and let them take it away.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, done just in time for drivers to swap over and get ready to run qualifying. So we're going to see there's 3 minutes on the clock. You can see that clock ticking upwards to the 3 minute mark right now. Gary Budsey. Now, just about everybody out on track. This is Dan Tefelsky rolling off a pit road right here. Dean Gagliano's already in turn 3. Kip Duggar. Matt Urban coming out of turn 4. Saw Brian Vacula in the chat there. He's a Matt Urban fan. So watch Matt for just a moment here, and then we're going to jump around and grab a couple other drivers so we can see where their second and subsequent laps end up. Keegan Bush, 22.851 for his first lap. Sean Judson with a 5.22. Urban, a 5.68. Bittinger timing in there, 5.71. So everybody very close here. It's the 43 of Reed Rundle just rolling out. Let's go see where Dean Gagliano is at here. 10th quick on his first lap. Can he improve in lap number 2? Yes, moves up tonight, 22.871. So Kip Duggar still quickest in qualifying. Cole Duggar on a track, and Cole Duggar 22.475, your new quick time. So the Duggar and Duggar show up front. Reed Rundle on the clock for his first time lap right now. Rundle going to come out of turn number 4. Hits the line. Quick time, 22.475. I think that's just about identical to what Cole Duggar ran. We'll see if he can bump on the second lap. I don't know if the 43 car was quicker or not. Looks like he's got a pretty fair line going there. Rundle not quicker on the second lap, 5.40. So we are going to leave things the way they are, and it is Rundle and Duggar in your top 3 right now. The way drivers are sitting, it looks like we are only going to have 2 heat races. No B main. And then our 25-lap feature. Dean Wallach choosing not to take time. Would have been the 15th qualifier. Not sure where he would have ended up, but he is going to start shotgun on the field. Qualifying has come to an end. And we will get ready to run down here. For our starting lineups. On the pole, the GP Restoration and Repair number 77 of Gary Budzey. And on his outside in the 48 car will be Matt Urban. Row 2 on the inside, the Team Outlaw machine of Kip Duggar. That's the 048. And sitting alongside of him, your quick qualifier for the evening in the 43, that is Reed Rundle. Keegan Bush will start the number 27 on the inside of the third row. He will be flanked by Dan Tefelsky in the 40. And then you're going to see Mike Lemanchek, the 8 car inside row number 4. Dean Wallach in the 126. And Wallach did not make the call. So we will not see him in the first heat. And he may just be here in an admin supporting role this evening. So 7 cars, everybody's going to the feature. A little bit smaller field than we are used to seeing, but I'm sure that will change as we head into the rest of the season. All right, the red, white, and blue car in front of the field will disappear to the left here in just a moment. Green flag's in the air, and Urban had about a half a car when the green fell. He is going to be able to hang on to that through 1 and 2, I think. When we come out of turn 2, he's probably going to be able to start pulling away here. Pretty even, about quarter car that time. Budzine had to check it down just a bit. Getting in the corner. He's getting a good run off the bottom. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It will be Urban by just a nose. Tyler Goodwin. You need to be out on the track, buddy, not in talking in chat. Oh, Mr. Crosby, that is a long story that I promised to get into just a touch here as we move along. Put lap number 2 in the books, and Gary Budzine took the lead back. Here comes Reed Rundle. Rundle making a strong charge from his 4th starting position. Hardy making a bid for 2nd. Urban is 3rd. Kip Duggar in 4th. Then it's Keegan Bush, Dan Tafelski, Mike Lemanchik in that order. I don't think that Wallach is out on track, so we'll look there now. Rundle clear. The door got opened for Duggar. Duggar looks like he's got problems with the left front. You see that tire wobbling around like maybe he got it up onto the berm just a little bit too much. Okay, well, I wasn't sure. Sometimes new people come in and they don't know the story. And I don't mind telling what I know of the story, but thank you for letting me know. All right, Budzine still out in front. Rundle now trying to make a run off the top side. He's going to pull alongside. Puts the left front along the right rear corner. Usually a dangerous place to be with any driver. But with Budzine, he's going to keep it pinned on the bottom. He's going to hold the lead. 5 to go this time. Battle for 3rd. Urban has the inside. Kip Duggar way out wide. Keegan Bush is closed in. Yes, yeah. A lot of these guys would be their home track. Oh, contact between Urban and Duggar. That's going to open the door and let Bush get to the outside of Duggar. Now Duggar goes up right rear to the left front. That is going to keep Duggar in a transfer spot. And I think the 048 and the 27 may have to have a conference when this is over. Well, lockdown, single file right now, 3 to go. Budzine, Rundle, then Urban in 3rd. Rundle trying to work wide, see if he can find some momentum. Now he's got company. Urban showed him that left front, or the right front there on the left-hand door. Still a long ways to go, 1 full mile. And Rundle starting to build the momentum along the top side. Budzine trying to hang on the bottom. That might have done it right there as Rundle was able to drive in quite a bit deeper. In 3 and 4, new leader. Reed Rundle on the white flag lap. Takes the lead. Oh, he gets a little tap, then a little punt from behind from Budzine. He got that from Urban when he slowed up to let Rundle grab the car back up. Budzine, good power down the backstretch. I just don't think it's enough. It's going to come out of turn 4 just like this. Rundle, Budzine, Urban, and then Kip Duggar. And that's how they'll hit the line. Keegan Bush 5th, Dan Tafelski, and Mike Lemanchik in that order in heat number 1. So we'll get ready to get down here for heat number 2. And it will be the Team Outlaw Motorsports number 74, Peter Brees, on the pole. And on his outside, his teammate in the 069, Scott Bittinger. Row number 2 on the inside. Another teammate from the Team Outlaw guys, Sean Judson's a 19 car. And then the 11 of Cole Duggar will start on the outside of the second row. Position number 5, Dean Burnt, the 17 machine. And his outside, Tony Ichkowski, that's the Black Flag Racing number 10 machine. And shotgun on this feed, 34 car, Dean Gagliano. So 10 more laps. Everybody's going to the feature. This is just determining our starting order in the feature. JJ, where are you? Why are you not in here? All right, lights off on the Pace vehicle. Well, you're not doing a very good job because you're in chat. Just saying. Throw that out there. All right, green, this time out of turn 4. Oh, I got it. Be sure to get those back before you go home.
Green, green, green.
They're probably in her purse. Green flag in the air, heat number 2 underway. You got to fix your priorities, brother. That's all I'm going to say. Brees with a drive off the bottom out of 2. Squirts ahead by about half a car. Little right, rear, left, front action. Now a punt from behind. That door got opened up. Everybody looks like they're going to keep them going straight, but Duggar and Burnt take all the brunt of all that. Here's some more contact. That's the 069 74 again. That might have been a little payback. Judson is right there, and he's got the inside, but Brees is able to drive deeply into the corner. He is going to snatch the lead at the end of lap number 2. Well, right now, Tony Ichkowski sitting in the 4th spot. Got company. Cole Duggar has caught back up. So has Gagliano. The only car still off the pace back here is Dean Burton. I don't know if he got some damage when he got up on that berm or not, but he is quite a ways back from these guys. Side-by-side action right there. That is Cole Duggar on the inside. Tony Ichkowski was on the out, and he's going to have to try to thread between cars, see if he can get a run back as he dropped to 5th. Brees still out in front, but Bittinger trying to show him the nose, let him know he's there, see if he can force a mistake. These two have already had contact twice since we dropped the green. We're only 4 laps into this thing. Brees hanging on the top side. Good run out of the corner. Yeah, a couple more miles an hour of speed when they got to the end of the backstretch. Then the 69 of Binger using a berm to turn the car a little bit there. Here comes Cole Duggar. Duggar's got a head of steam. He's been riding the top side and just letting that thing hang out right now. He's up to 3rd as he got around Judson right there in a 19 car. Big drive in. Binger giving him plenty of room. Brees clean to the front, side by side for 2nd and 3rd, and Cole Duggar has that outside line. May try to thread the needle between cars right here. Not quite enough momentum. Judson right on the bumper of Bittinger. That's for 3rd. Still, Ichkowski and Gagliano are side by side. It's 5th and 6th, and these spots count because it determines where you're going to start in the feature. But they were nearly 4 wide right there. You saw Bittinger have a little contact with Duggar on the exit of the corner. Duggar trying to cut the car low, get the drive off the corner. He's got half a car, 3/4. May have position on Brees. Now going to hit the berm, slide across. Brees with the cut under. Should have plenty of momentum. Brees wants to go back to the top. Contact there with Duggar. Duggar's going to keep his foot in it. It's 4 cars right here just inside the bucket. They're coming to the white flag, and Bittinger has the nose up the inside. Judson slid on Duggar, and Bittinger slid on Brees. So Bittinger now to the point on the final lap. And barring something miraculous, I think that's how this one's going to finish. Bittinger with a great move on the final lap. He'll win heat number 2. Brees is second. Judson in third. Cole Duggar was fourth. Then Itzkowski hangs on in front of Gagliano for fifth. And Dean Burnt made it to the track. He finishes a very distant 7th position. So we'll have a B main just for starting positions. And they'll line up in that B main with Busch and Itzkowski on the front row, Tefelsky and Gagliano in row 2, Lemanchik and Burnt in row 3, and Wallach will be by himself on the back. This merely a formality. Not sure Wallach is going to make the call on this. He has not been on track yet this evening. Get all the drivers rolled out here. Everybody's transferring into the A. This is just for their final starting spot. Appreciate you guys being here. I know there's football on TV. I had to turn the TV above my head off so I wouldn't keep taking a peek. Be sure to say hi in the chat no matter where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver in here, let us know who it is. 25 laps of feature racing coming up right after this. They may take their 60-second warm-up. They may not. All right, should be green this time right here out of turn number 4. 6 cars.
Green.
10 laps. Well, make it 12 laps. My mistake. Really just for your final starting spot. Keegan Busch out of 2. Going to hang on to the lead. Tony Itzkowski settling into second. Tefelsky in that 40 machine. He got into third. This thing got single file pretty quick. Right at the drop of the green, it got pretty stretched out. Now we're going to have a battle here. Burnt and Gagliano side by side, and Dean Burnt had a little bit better drive on the low side of four. Oh, Itzkowski's out of shape. He's going to collect Tefelsky. Tefelsky's going to get into Gagliano. That is going to, that is going to spin a couple cars around. I think these guys are going to be okay. Itzkowski going to spin it around on the bottom. He's going to come out of 2. The leaders are at the line already. So this field fairly stretched out right now with Busch and Burnt 1-2. And then Lemanchik got away in third. Tefelsky grabbed his car back up underneath him. You can see the front end of that car pretty tore up. Mashed in right front, touching the tire. Gagliano got the front end of his car mashed in fairly good. And then Itzkowski's got a bunch of right side damage. Doesn't really show too good with that black car, which is probably a good thing. Quite a few laps. Car spread way out here. You can see Bush is going into 3, and just coming out of 4 is Ichkowski. Burns trying to close the gap. He wants to make a race out of this, it looks like. Everybody's going to the feature. But race car drivers are race car drivers. Everybody wants to win every time the tires hit the track. Burnt finding some momentum coming out of the corners. Not too shabby getting in, but he's really good getting out. This time maybe not quite as good as he got that right rear off in the slick. Good drive there out of turn number 4. Just the shorter way around is usually going to prevail if things are even. You can see he's getting pretty close. A lot of time left. Got the right front to the left rear corner of the 27 car, but couldn't really do a whole lot with it. Four laps to go. Still Bush, then Burnt. Lemanchik still hanging into the 3rd spot here. Tefelsky, Gagliano, and Ichkowski. And Ichkowski's coming out of turn 4. Your leaders are middle of turn 3. That time Burnt got a little closer, I think, than he wanted to. Hey, Silent Assassin, how you doing? Good to see you in chat. Thanks for chiming in over off of the Twitch feed. 2 to go this time. Still Keegan Bush and Dean Burnt. And they're starting to get at each other a little bit here. Burnt's got there and he showed him that the nose can get alongside the car. Just hasn't been able to do anything with it. These two will start row number 9. Unless the invert went past, and I did not look to see where the invert was going to be tonight. That might have done it right there as Burnt got the car way sideways in 3 and 4. The white flag is out, and he's got a long ways to go. Manitoba, Canada. Well, I'm sure it is damn cold up there, so stay warm and enjoy the show. 25-lap feature will be coming up next, but right now we are finishing up the formality B main. It's going to be Keegan Bush to the checkers first, then Dean Burnt. Mike Lemanchik will come home 3rd, then Dean Tefelsky in that 4, or excuse me, it's Dan Tefelsky in the 4th spot. Dean Gagliano in the 5th spot, and Tony Ichkowski will make his way around and complete our B main for us. The guys will start getting ready for 25 laps in the feature. I'm sure they're going to have about 60 seconds of warm-up here. They're going to go out and get a few laps onto the track. Maybe not. Maybe they're going to skip straight to the feature. They did not waste any time. So we won't waste any time with them. Run down the starting lineup for our feature tonight. It is going to be Keegan Bush winning the B main. Huge for the 27 car. He will start on the pole, and then Cole Duggar will start on his outside. Your second row, Kip Duggar and Sean Judson side by side. Then Matt Urban and Peter Brees. Gary Budzine and Scott Bittinger. In the 4th row, Reed Rundle and Dean Burnt. Burnt finished second in the B main. He starts right where he's supposed to, so the invert number tonight was 9, apparently. Then it's Lemanchik and Tefelsky. Gagliano and Ichkowski on the back. Hello, Robert Thomas Hoskins. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, you're running late, but that's all right. Better late than never. At least you made it for the feature. Oh, so Silent Assassin, you are in a heat wave right now, apparently. If I tell you how warm it was here today, you're going to be sick. Because it was in the mid and upper 60s here today, which is ridiculous for Oklahoma in January, late January to be sure. But they say we're going to get down near single digits on Wednesday, Thursday. So we will be getting paid back just a little bit. All right. Driver's going to come out of turn number 4, go to the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Through 1 and 2, looking about mid to pack here. You can see them getting spread out as they head down the backstretch. Duggar and Bush side by side, and then Kip Duggar and Sean Judson are right beside each other there. They're 2 wide, 2 deep. It's 5th place. It's by himself, Matt Urban. And I think Cole Duggar led lap number 1. We'll see if anybody's got anything for that 11 car. Yeah, me neither. I'm going to make a couple of races, I think. Have some fun. Bush, Judson, Kip Duggar behind Cole Duggar. That's your top 5. Matt Urban now in there. Oh, Kip Duggar around. No caution. Got it off the racing surface. Gets it faced the right way. He's rolling. So that'll shake things up just a little bit. So it'll be Cole Duggar, Keegan Bush, Sean Judson, Scott Benninger, Matt Urban in 5th, Peter Breeze 6th, Reed Rundle back here in the 7th spot. Everybody's going to be fighting for position. This track still very, very fresh. Going to be a little bit before. Oh, a little contact between Breeze and Rundle right there. You got to see that live. It'll be a little bit before the track starts to widen out. We got to see a couple of different choices in lane. Yeah, these guys all run on the exact same setup here. They do the same thing with the pro lates. They have custom setups that they use. So everybody's the same. Then it really just comes down to the driver and what they can do with it. Cole Duggar starting to get away from these guys. He's got about 7 car lengths now. Going to start to stretch that out down the backstretch. It closes up on the entrance corner. You can see he just starts to physically drive away from these guys. Bush still 2nd. Bittinger lost a lot of ground in 1 and 2. He's 3rd. Urban starting to squeeze in on Bittinger. He's 4th. Here comes Rundle. Rundle got it around Brees. That's for 5th. Brees back to 6th. Bud Zine is 7th. Then Bernd Gagliano and Ichkowski are top 10 right now. Trying to watch that 43 car. 43 car up 4 spots, but not the hard charger as of yet. Right now, Scott Bittinger plus 5. Bittinger up to 3rd. Small field. Don't think we're going to see much in the way of caution. Something really weird will probably have to happen.
All right, man. Caution.
Sure as I say it, Sean Judson has an issue. Let's go see what happened. Yep, what we can find out on Judson. Judson was already in the pits when this... Sorry, it must have happened right before that. So we will go back to the front. Not completely, but for the most part, yeah. I mean, they gotta do a little feathering through the corners to get the car to stay on their angle. He's supposed to even be on the track, but I don't know where he's at, Scott. He usually runs the street stock portion. I don't even know where Zach is at. I thought he said hello in chat earlier. Yeah, he said hi in the chat earlier, but he is not here or on the track, so I'm not exactly sure where he's at. All right, so it's Duggar, Bush, Bidinger, Urban, Rundle, Brees, Budzine, Burnt, Gagliano, Itzkowski, Lemanchik, the other Duggar, Tefelsky, and then Judson is out. Car is in pit lane, and it doesn't look like the 19 car is going to make it back onto the track. So 8 down, still 17 laps to go. The double file on the restarts. And the restart goes on the leader, which at this point is the 11 car. So we will wait for him to get it going, I guess you could say. Pace vehicle headed in. Duggar wasted no time, jumped right on it. Bidinger jumped right on it with him, and they go first and second across the line. Bush into third. Caution behind. Let's go have a quick look. It's Kowski involved in this one, the 10 car. A little bit of a late restart there. Goes into the corner. Kind of comes down, and I'm not sure if Lemanchik didn't know he was there or not, but once again, Kip Duggar backwards in turn number 1. That's the second time for the 48 car tonight. So, Duggar, Bidinger, then Keegan Bush, Matt Urban, Reed Rundle, Peter Brees, Gary Budzine, Dean Burnt, Dean Gagliano, and Mike Lemanchik in our top 10. Tefelsky, Kip Duggar, Tony Itzkowski behind that. Majors at Daytona. Oh, I didn't know he ran the Major Series. You're going to have to tell him that asphalt is getting to the real track. You don't start racing until you get in the dirt. All right, double the field back up. Still 16 laps to go. Into 3 and 4. Green flag back in the air, and then once again, Duggar and Bidinger. Great starts for both drivers. That time, Duggar put the left front up on the berm right there. He's going to have to whoa the car down a little bit. Bidinger's going to have a great run down the back stretch. Into 3 and 4, side by side. Bidinger kept it checked down, didn't slide up the hill. I think that's enough momentum. Maybe not. Bidinger leads lap number 10, excuse me. But Duggar with a good run out of turn 2. Still Bush in third there. Then Matt Urban and Reed Rundle side by side for 4th and 5th. Rundle trying to get the 43 car to a podium spot. Hasn't done that in a while now. A couple of seasons ago, we got used to seeing that 43 car on the podium pretty near every week. He's got his hands full. 48 car not giving an inch right here. Duggar back to the point around Bidinger. Now starting to get away. Car and a half, 2. Make it almost 2.5 cars right there. Urban and Rundle racing each other, but they are catching up to Keegan Bush. So that's a 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
All right, man.
Caution. Not sure who that's for. Yeah, not going to be able to see. I think somebody got sideways, and I'm going to go with it was Lemanchik that got sideways back here. I think the car just got sideways enough to trigger the caution because traffic was still coming, but not enough to record an incident. So we're getting close to the 10 to go mark. Going to have 12 to go when we get back to it. Cole, Duggar, Scott Bittinger, Keegan Bush, Matt Urban, Reed Rundle, the top 5. Don't forget tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, guys. Dirt Slingers, Monday Night Thunder, 360 Wing Sprint Cars, USA. The site for all the action. Dominic Santino will be back in the booth. Give you all the live coverage, and then if we get lucky enough to have a high car count, Monday Night 360 Wingless Series will follow Monday Night Thunder. I'll have to look and see where they're even at this week. Can't recall off the top of my head. Green flag back in the air. A main back underway. 12 laps to go. Duggar grabbed the lead again. 3 wide for second. Urban threading the needle. Little bump to the 69 car. Got around Bush. Pushed Bush back beside Rundle. Now Urban slides up. Locks the door. In the meantime, that opens it for Keegan Bush. He locked Bittinger out, but he let Keegan Bush get in there. Bush way sideways in 1 and 2. Going to have to hold on to it, try to get out of turn number 2 here, and he's going to give the spot right back to Bittinger. All this happening behind our leader. Cole Duggar trying to ease away from these guys. Urban now running it in deep in the bottom on Duggar. Duggar going to be able to hang on. Bittinger right there. These three have broken away. Bush and Arundel 4th and 5th, and they are not close to your top 3. Not close enough to strike yet. 8 to go this time. Bittinger keeping the 069 right in the mix right here. He needs a mistake from Urban so he can start to go on the attack for the 11 car right there, but he's still side by side, door to door with Urban. Duggar went to the bottom in 1 and 2 the first time in a while. That's going to open things up as Urban went top shelf, and he's got to run. Slide job from Rundle on Bush. He got the rear end in front of the nose and made Bush check it down. Laps ticking away, 6 to go. And Bush back to 5th right in front of Kip Duggar. Nice recovery for Kip Duggar. He was way at the back, been spun out twice, now up to the 6th spot. We're going to go back and watch the front here. Cole Duggar hanging on to the lead. Right in front of Urban. Urban now with the cut down line out of 2. Good run down the backstretch. Closes right up to the bumper. Going to take it in deep on the bottom. Then not enough room for the slider. Had to check it up. Loses every bit of the ground he made up in 1 and 2 the last time. I see, Dean. I see. Laps winding down quickly. Going to be 3 to go this time. Bittinger now starting to fall off a little from the battle for the lead. He's in third. Rundle's still fourth. Bush is still fifth. Kip Duggar is right there. Then it's a side-by-side battle for 7th and 8th. That's Bud Zine, the 77, and Breesen, the 74. 2 to go. And Urban's starting to lose a little ground to Duggar. Quarter second between the two. Now third of a second. White flag in the air this time. Top two are broken away from third. Third has a giant gap back to fourth. About a second. Just a tick over. Urban lost ground out of 2, and I think that seals the deal. We're coming out of 4 to the checkers right here, and it's going to be Cole Duggar winning round number 11. Round 6 for the street stocks. Matt Urban and Scott Bittinger will finish second and third. Reed Rundle, Keegan Bush, Kip Duggar, Peter Brees. So we'll take a look here in just a minute at the official finishing order. We'll get the guys around. Oh, let's see. We don't have, and that might be him right there. I'm not exactly sure. I know Cole is here. I'm not sure if Matt is in chat. I don't think Matt's in chat. Let's get Scott in here while we wait to see if Matt comes in.
User was moved to your
Scott Bittinger, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear.
Well, a good run for the 069 this evening, man. You kept that thing up there at the front pretty much the whole night. Had a lot of challenges. Tell us what was going on tonight during the feature.
Yeah. Cole and I just kind of seemed to have it at bay there, and was just trying to run some laps down and get closer to the end, and just trying to run our race, run clean, and we were trying to go for a 1-2-3 there, and I don't know what happened to Sean Judson. He had some computer issues, so yeah, we had a good night.
Yeah, it looked like the track changed quite a bit from the start. It looked pretty fresh, and then at the end, you guys were really having to work the high line, and the guy in front of you was using the cut down, and I never did see you get to that spot. Any thoughts about maybe trying to do what he was doing and maybe make it a 3-wide battle for the lead?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely there. Was just trying to get there, and just, once again, trying to keep it clean. And, we proved in that heat race there with Peter, Cole, myself, and Sean that it can be done. These guys just got to want to do it. So
a fantastic run, man. Step on the podium here. I'm sure you got some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yes, sir. Thanks to wife and kids. They check it out every week. They watch broadcasts and keep on letting me do my thing. And Cole, Sean, Kip, Duggar, Team Outlaw, we do a lot of practicing. How we ran that heat race is how we run practice. We just sit there and race the heck out of each other. I got to thank KDC Photography, Juddy Designs. Awesome job with his paints. ABR Setup Shop, Team Outlaw, Central Services for sponsoring the league, and you guys for putting on the broadcast. You guys do an awesome broadcast, one of the best I've seen.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Great job tonight. Congratulations on a great run, and I look forward to seeing you back here in the late models next week.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we can be talking again next weekend.
That'd be fantastic, man. Have a good one.
User was moved out of your
Scott Benninger finishes in third. I do not have Matt Urban in chat. We are going to jump over there and we're going to take a look at his car real quick. He does finish second tonight. And then we are going to move on to the man who comes in tonight and puts the 11 car on the podium. Let's see if we can get a little closer here. We got a head-on shot. We can't get a great shot. This is just a rough camera angle for us. But Cole Duggar, you picked up the win tonight, buddy. Man, tell us how good was the 11 car out there this evening?
Yeah, the car was really fast. Sorry about putting a bad spot for the camera, but
Not you. It's the camera.
yeah, the car was really fast tonight. I couldn't really ask for much better of a car. Had a bit of a beat and bang heat race, and kind of turned out to be a blessing in disguise there at the end of that heat race. Getting a little contact with Peter and knocked me back to fourth, and yeah, put me on the front row for the feature. So couldn't really ask much better for that. Didn't get the best points for the heat race, but got full points for the feature, and can't ask for more than that, can you?
Usually not. I was going to ask you about the contact there in the heat race. Just looked like guys were trying to all get into the same piece of real estate at the same time, and you ended up on the short end of the stick there. So really, I guess you can't say you could have any hard feelings because it worked out in your favor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I knew it was a risk going on the high side with this dirt here at Knoxville. It really has kind of a slick oil to it feels kind of like oil once you get up there and early on in those early heat races and qualifying and such. And it's kind of a risk. If you go up there, you're kind of just looking for a right rear and your left front. So I was looking for it, but didn't want it to end that way. But I can't complain too much.
Well, a fantastic night nonetheless. I'm sure you got a few shout-outs, some thank yous, and then we'll let you celebrate a hard-earned victory this evening.
Yeah, I got to thank Jetty Designs for Scott Bender, Sean Judson. They practiced me. Usually thank my dad for watching, but he was racing tonight, and he's been racing the past couple nights. Kip, that's my dad, by the way.
Oh, not your brother, your dad.
Yes, my dad.
Okay, well, all right.
You guys knew that or not, but,
They did not.
My father.
They did not. Yeah, he had a good run, made a nice recovery. Got knocked all the way to the back, got sideways twice in turn one, still come home sixth.
Yeah, I don't like to brag about him much because he's my dad, but he did do a good job tonight.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations again. Looking forward to seeing you back here in the late models next Sunday night.
I'll see you next Sunday, Roger.
All right, your winner, Mr. Cole Duggar. Let's look at our results. Duggar wins it. Urban was second, then Bittinger in third. Reed Rundle, good run for him. He comes home fourth. He ties with Bittinger for hard charger this evening as he picked up 5 positions. So did Scott. Keegan Bush in fifth. Kip Duggar with a nice recovery after 2 spins. One early and one about mid-race. He comes home sixth. Peter Brees in seventh. Gary Budzine eighth. Tony Itzkowski was ninth. Dean Gagliano was in 10th. Dean Burnt in 11th. Michael Lemanchik comes home 12th. Dan Tefelsky in the 13th. Sean Judson rounded out the cars that started. And we heard from Dean Wallach. He has a motor issue, and it'll only run for about 10 minutes, and then it shuts off. So he could not participate. But I'm sure he'll get that fixed, and he will be back very soon. Don't forget, next week, right back here to Knoxville, Pro Late Models for these guys. Tomorrow night, come and join Dominic Santina as he covers the Monday Night Thunder Series from Dirt Slingers Racing League. Those guys will be at USA, and then they'll turn around with the wingless 360 sprint cars and head to Fairbury for the second round of that series. Great round in the first round, and they look to have more cars this coming week, so should be exciting. See Tiny Dancer back around on a Monday night. We'll see if Mama's rested up enough for that, but either way, going to be a great night of racing. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, we appreciate it greatly. Don't forget your likes, shares, and follows on the Facebook page, and subscribe over on YouTube and Twitch. For myself and Dominic Santina here.